It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Saints, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Brandon Garden joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Lions in this matchup. They have a tremendous aerial attack, one of the best in the league. But they're going to face a stiff test here.
I don't think that they'll face a tougher test all season long because this is the #1 defense in the NFL. A team that puts a lot of pressure on a quarterback. And we know from talking to both of these teams, neither of them's going to back down from the challenge.
And we are underway from the Superdome. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They are led by their quarterback from the University of Hawaii, a former 7th-round pick. It's Cole McDonald.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
This defense for the Saints, they put together a strong effort last week in Chicago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
First and 10, it's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively, you're facing a top-tier team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they have that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they can be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, McDonald. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So here are the Saints with a long field ahead. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try to create some space.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a lead of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back to throw again. pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he gets this to the outside midfield across the 45 before going out. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll look to throw again. That ball complete to Isabella. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines looking at themselves and expressing it. Just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The
first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Yes, it's the first down, and we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to home.
Now, I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded like a 5-year-old. This is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's McDonald to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 1st down, Robinson. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. McDonald sets to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. Uses the stiff arm. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, it's McDonald. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. A threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing is McDonald. And this pass broken up. Contact, well timed there, and now 4th down. And here now to punter Fox as he sends this one away. Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think you could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position. They're on 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right? Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they can defend here on third down.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's nice to go down to one of the simpler routes in the playbook. Always so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a first down past the 30. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. No score after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here on first down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down now. It's Parker. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. McDonald. And the catch made. It's Patton. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They're going to play action with McDonald. This one complete to Patton. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go again. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here as the season winds down, and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Give better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves, get in field, and create catches. And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Oh, it's going to be a long day, fellas.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in-mode plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Second and 11. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Defense went to the outside. To doing that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give him some space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now back to throw. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And down he goes at the 49. A 40-yard pickup.
Let's go, D.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Barber. And it's going to be another first down as they get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. Nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Lions' 26-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been that far in the first half, but I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They'll look to throw here. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. First of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, you're averaging a point a drive. You're getting more and more work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. First down now with that clock rolling. Out of the gun, McDonald. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McDonald. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark it down right about the 1-yard line. So this is something we didn't see off from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have anyone giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. It didn't seem last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown run of the year. And the Saints are going to start quickly to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-0. They got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
The Lions now are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
In your face.
They'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. McDonald. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. McDonald. He's going to go up top again. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. And he wants to get his team back in the game. A 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. try and start this drive in the air. And this is Parker, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Might just be spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd gone to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They'll throw now on the final play. Able to find Isabella. And he will have it first down here at about the 40. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Trey Lance, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown run in the victory. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half, and it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Again, he finds more. He'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And now some disagreement down inside here. The right flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Let's go.
Here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Brings up second and 1 at their 49-yard line.
On second down, it's Parker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that's one of those where it feels a cinch. You say forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for New Orleans. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well in the 2nd half.
From the gun, it's McDonald. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Deshaun Ham just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there. I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that could dump the ball to and get it out of the hands.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. Incomplete. That's more. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of 40 before he's out of bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Now a throw for the all-pro Kelsey is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
We got 3.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw again. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Lions will take over. Throwing is McDonald. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And there's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Robinson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They've had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of packing on.
Even on there, there's a little bit of a hole that closed in quickly at the end. Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We're going to work.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They go play action with McDonald. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On second down now. It's Robinson. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. McDonald. And he will lose yardage here at the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been one of a few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
Get ready. Get ready.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. He's going to walk one deep left side here. He will make the catch. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was an was on target, too.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 5, he's 2nd and 2. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there on that play. I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2nd and 3. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. What touchdown number in the year. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they go on to this 4th quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, it wasn't necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship. It's up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Defensively, you said coming in early in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. The winder is in time.
Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Lions on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. McDonald sets to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further.
And you know this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's McDonald to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. McDonald. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 to the 24-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. McDonald. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to make a 4th down. How good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really on to something there in this passing game. They just can't get open ground at that point. They wind up losing yardage.
Here comes the Lions punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. A well-hit ball there, 50 yards on the punt, 40 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tony's on the Ringo. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
They'll keep it on the ground. Parker. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. Anytime they want to throw the ball, they went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
They'll run on first down. Parker. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Parker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage. scrimmage.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But the absolute pinch is shut out, so it can't get much better than that. Right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Saints, their chances of finishing over 500, they remain alive as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.